How did you find me? You drove here?
Yes.
By yourself?
Yes, Minho.
You look exhausted.
I am.
When did you sleep last?
I'm fine.
You shouldn't be driving around unfamiliar roads without sleep. You need to go back.
What?
Go home.
I just got here.
And you shouldn't have come.
Minho.
I came here because I wanted to be alone.
I know,
Then why are you here?
because I was worried about you. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
Well, I am. And now you know.
That's it?
Yes.
Really?
Why?
You disappear without saying anything to me. Ignore every message I send you. I come all the way out here to find you, and all I get is I'm fine?
I didn't ask you to come. Go home, Renee.
But it's almost a 2-hour drive back, and I haven't slept. I flew to London, finalized everything for the foundation, left there, got on another flight, landed in Jeju, rented a car, and came straight here. And before you start lecturing me, yes, I know that was stupid. But I did it anyway. So unless you want me driving back down that mountain half asleep, I'm staying right here. Fine. I'll sleep outside.
The morning had carried on, and Renee had made herself at home. She was jet-lagged and exhausted. She sat on the step watching Minho from a distance. He was still at the lake, fishing. She realized this was going to be a lot more difficult, and she needed to handle it a little bit more carefully than she had expected. He really didn't want her there. That was surprising. The realization just hit her that this wasn't going to be fixed with one brief conversation and an apology. This was definitely going to be a lot harder than she thought. She made her way into the house. The long flights were taking its toll. She needed a plan, and that was for certain.
I'll have to deal with you a little later. Miss Sang, is Minho here? No. When will he be back? I don't know. What do you mean? You don't know? I was informed that Dr. Sung would be taking some personal time. Personal time? Yes. When did he leave? Several days ago. And no one thought to tell me? Dr. Sung didn't ask me to notify anyone. I've been calling him. His phone is off. I know. You know? He informed me that he would be unavailable. Where did he go? I'm not permitted to give out that information. I'm not a patient asking for his personal address. I'm his girlfriend. I understand. Then tell me where he is. I can't. Can't or won't? Dr. Sung was very specific. Specific about what? That he did not want to be contacted. By me? By anyone? His father? I see. Hello, Mr. Sung. It's me, Lu Sun.
Hello. I'm glad to hear from you.
I was hoping to speak with you.
Did something happen?
Minho is gone.
What do you mean, gone? You mean you don't know where he went?
No, Mrs. Kim wouldn't tell me. She says he wants no one to know. I'm worried about him.
I'll find out what's going on.
Please call me when you do.
I will.
Thank you.
By the time Renee awoke, several hours had passed. She was really exhausted. She sat up and listened. She heard nothing. The cabin was completely silent. She walked around, looked around. Minho still hadn't returned. By late afternoon, Exhaustion had given way to something more immediate, hunger. She found what she needed and prepared something for them to eat. By the time she finished, evening had fallen. Renee glanced through the window, and there he was, sitting outside near the fire, staring at the flames. She heated a plate and carried it outside, placed it on the table in front of him.
It's beautiful here. I can see why you love it.
How are you feeling?
I feel much better.
Good. Then as soon as morning comes, you should head out.
I get it. You're hiding.
Was she really going to leave in the morning and let this end here? No. There was still one thing she needed to say. Tomorrow would come soon enough. But tonight, she wasn't finished fighting for their friendship. She had come all this way to find him, and she wasn't leaving until she had said what's in her heart.
Minho,
What do you need?
I need to talk.
Good night, Renee.
Fine. But that doesn't mean I'm leaving.
What are you doing,
Getting comfortable.
Renee?
You don't want to open the door. You don't have to. But I'm still going to talk to you.
Renee.
You don't even have to answer. You just have to listen. You know, I came to Korea to find you. I know that sounds crazy, but I did. My mother had been sick for a while, really sick. And I was feeling so low, helpless. I couldn't tell Regina. That's my sister, by the way. Yep, I have a sister now. Well, apparently I always had a sister. My dad had another family after he left us, and she found me. At first, I was skeptical. I thought maybe she was contacting me because she wanted money or needed help with something. That's arrogant, isn't it? It took a while, but we've gotten really close. And my mother became her mother, ironically because her mother died too. It's funny how life works. Anyway, I still feel like I'm supposed to be this well-put-together person around her. I guess because that's what she expects. Top lawyer and all that. Organized, level-headed, the person who always knows what to do. But really, I just want my mommy to be like she was before. I know how that sounds. Then I read about your mother, and my heart broke. I kept thinking about you, about what that must have done to you. And I was hoping that if I found you, maybe we could start again, my safe place. That's what you've always been for me. Is that selfish? Yeah, I know I'm supposed to have Dale, and I guess I do have him, but it's not the same. Is that weird to say? I sound like I'm 12 years old. Yeah, well, maybe it does sound childish, and maybe I should be embarrassed to say it. But I'm not, because I'm with you. Minho, you hear me? Are you asleep?
Minho looked down at her. Then he picked her up, and she settled against his chest without waking. Then he carried her to the bedroom. But what did that mean now? Why couldn't he just ask her? Why couldn't he just tell her? The answer was painfully simple. He loved her. He loved her so much that the thought of losing her again terrified him. And yet, somehow, the fear was becoming the very thing that was pushing her away. What was he afraid of? Dale? Her choosing someone else? Hearing her say that she loved him, but not in the way that he loved her? Maybe it was all of it. He had come here to get her out of his head. That had been the plan. Come home, disappear for a while, get himself under control. put Renee back in that safe little box that he had kept her in for 20 years. His friend, his past, someone that he had loved once, and closed the lid. But she had followed him here. And the answer to her question, it was simple and easy, straight from his soul.
Yes, I heard you.
Minho laid on the couch a few feet away, thinking. Comfortable. That was the last word he would use to describe himself. He stared at the ceiling. My safe place. Her words wouldn't leave him alone. She had always been his, too. The truth settled over him now. He didn't want to put her back in the box. He didn't want the distance. He didn't want rules. He didn't want another 20 years without her. For the first time since arriving to the cabin, Minho stopped trying to convince himself otherwise. He wanted Renee in his life. The problem was, he wanted all of her. He just needed to reconcile the question. What was he afraid of?
Girl, forever feels like you in my arms.
20 years ago.
So, the black girl, what about her? What is she like? None of your business.
Look at him! It's serious!
Leave me alone. You actually think she's going to be with you? What does that mean? You've seen the guys she dates. Those athletic guys. Big guys. Strong black dudes. Shut up. I'm serious. You really think you're her type? I said shut up. You've never even met a black person before her. So what do you know about her culture? And what does she know about ours? Exactly. You think she's suddenly going to become some Korean girl and live here? She's American. She'll go home, to her family, her friends, people who understand her. She's not staying in Korea for you, especially not you. Where are you going?
Minho opened his eyes. His thoughts were broken, and the cabin returned. He sat outside, staring into the darkness. 20 years later, those words shouldn't have mattered, but somehow they did. She's not staying in Korea for you. They were idiots. Kids. He knew that. But the question still followed him anyways. Would Renee really want to live in Korea with him? The reality was, Renee loved R&B, jazz. She knew songs that he never even heard of, and laughed when he didn't understand a reference she made. He preferred classical music, medical journals, technical books, quiet. But Renee, she could walk into a room and somehow know everyone before the night was over. He could spend the entire evening wishing that no one would speak to him. They were different, very different. Maybe his friends were right about that much. But Minho, he wasn't ready to accept that differences meant impossible. He was overtaken by his childhood thoughts again.
Hit me up later. Hit me up? I'm down.
American slang. What is he doing with this? Minho is learning American slang.
What?
American slang.
Why?
I don't know.
Then you should find out.
Why?
Because something is going on with my son and I should know.
Calm down. Maybe it's just a phase.
As Minho walked down that hall 20 years ago, those words crept deep into his soul. Could either of them truly belong in each other's world without losing part of themselves? 20 years ago, Minho believed that love could answer those questions later. But now, he understood that later eventually came. And perhaps that's what frightened him the most, because for the first time in 20 years, a life with Renee no longer seemed impossible. It felt close enough to lose. We're flashing forward. Dale stood in his office, staring at his phone. Nothing. He checked the time. It had been more than a day since he heard from Renee. He was getting annoyed. No, it was more than that. He could feel it. She was pulling away, and he was unraveling.
What are you doing? What is happening? She must be crazy if she thinks this is okay with me.
He stood there thinking that everything had been fine before the foundation, before Minho. His jaw tightened. What was this thing between them? This draw? And Renee could call it friendship all she wanted, but he had seen the look in Minho's eyes. He knew what that man wanted. And he couldn't understand why Renee refused to see it. Or maybe she did. That thought bothered him even more. He picked up his phone again. Still nothing. And what exactly did she think was going to happen if they got married? That Minho was going to remain a part of their lives? Calls, visits, private conversations, running into each other whenever something went wrong? He laughed to himself. She was absolutely out of her mind if she thought that that was going to happen. His thoughts were broken when his phone rang.
Mother.
Dale, dinner tonight?
Sure.
Just you?
Yeah. Renee's out of town, so it would be good.
Where did she go?
London. Business.
Of course she did.
What does that mean?
Nothing. I'll see you tonight.
All right. More than a day, Renee.
Dale,
Hi, Mother.
you look stressed. Are you all right?
Yes, Mother. Of course, I am great.
Evening, son. Evening, Father. Come on, let's have dinner.
You don't look so great. And I suppose it can't be that great when your prospective wife is out of the country instead of attending to her duties here.
Mother. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. How about we lay off Renee a little?
I don't bother Renee.
You do, maybe not directly. But the comments, the expectations, the constant talk about what she's supposed to be doing, it creates tension that doesn't need to be there. I'm actually surprised. I thought you would be a little more open-minded.
I am open-minded.
Then what's the problem?
The problem is that I can see she isn't right for you.
Why?
Look at you.
What about me?
You're stressed. You're clearly dealing with something. And where is she?
Mother,
Galloping around the world while you're here trying to figure out your future.
that's not fair.
Isn't it?
No,
Besides, I thought you said she wasn't working.
she's not. She is assisting with the foundation.
And why is she spending this much time doing volunteer work for that man's foundation?
She made a commitment.
A commitment that seems to require an extraordinary amount of her attention. She could be putting that same energy into helping you take your place.
All right, dear, that's enough.
What?
If Dale isn't ready, he's allowed to take his time. Actually, Father, I'm glad she said it. I've been thinking about the company.
What about it?
I want to learn. I don't mean sitting in on a few meetings or having my name attached to something because I'm your son. I want to understand the business, operations, manufacturing, our suppliers, contracts, where we're vulnerable, where we're growing. And I want to understand what we need to do to solidify our position in the industry and expand it.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm ready to stop standing outside of what you built. I want you to teach me. I know I haven't shown much interest before. And I know I've wasted opportunities you've given me. But if I'm going to take a place in this family business someday, I don't want it handed to me. I want to know what I'm doing.
Well, now that is something I have been waiting a very long time to hear. Then we'll start from the beginning.
I'd like that.
And where is all of this coming from? Are you trying to impress that woman?
Mother.
You can't be serious.
No, Mother. I'm not trying to impress Renee.
Then what is this?
I know I've been frivolous before. I've spent a lot of time avoiding responsibility because I could. I knew everything would always be here. But I've been thinking about getting married, having children.
Really?
Yes, really. And when I think about having a family of my own, I don't want my children looking at me and wondering what I've actually done with my life. I want to be an example for my family. I want them to know I earned my place, not that I simply inherited one.
Sounds good, son. No time like the present.
Then I'm ready.
Good. We'll talk tomorrow.
Dinner continued, and the conversation continued on other things, and Dale seemed to be more relaxed than when he first had arrived. His father was pleased. His mother, not so much. She ate quietly, occasionally glancing from her son across the room. Dale wanted responsibility, marriage, children, everything she had spent years waiting for him to take seriously. She should have been thrilled. Instead, one thought continued to bother her. Why did all of this seem to begin with Renee? Back at the cabin,
You're still ignoring me? Fine. I hate you.
just as Renee splashed him with the cold water, and it had soaked through his shirt. But it also washed away something else far heavier. For just a little while, neither of them were thinking about Dale, or Lusoon, or tomorrow. They were simply two friends who had found each other again. This moment would mark the beginning of a new chapter in their friendship. Neither of them knew what the future held, but for the first time, they were looking forward to finding out.
What did you say to me again?
You never hear me.
I always hear you.
When? Give me one moment.
Minho, what are you doing?
Remind me of the rules again.
Don't even think about it. There are rules.
What are these rules?
Rule number 1, I just got my hair done. My hair doesn't get wet.
Oh yeah? So what happens if it gets wet?
Don't even think about it. If you care about me, you'll hear me.
Yes, Renee, I heard you.
I can't believe you.
As he walked toward that shoreline, he was laughing, a real laugh. Not polite, not restrained, not hidden. The sound surprised even him. As he watched her glaring at him through soaked hair, something inside him felt lighter. For the first time in a long time, he was simply having fun, and he realized he missed this. He had missed her. And more importantly, the thing that made it more special, he could feel it. She missed him too. They had made it back inside, dried off and changed into dry clothes. Dinner had turned into conversation. Conversation turned into stories. And before either of them realized it, hours had passed. Minho found himself asking question after question about New York, about her family, her sister, the things she loved, the things she missed. He suddenly realized how little he actually knew about the woman sitting across from him. 20 years, and somehow he had missed her entire life. He wanted to know everything. He wanted to make up for all the years that he had lost. So he kept asking. Renee answered every question with a smile. The board game sat forgotten between them. At some point, neither of them even remembered who was winning. The fire crackled softly in the background. The conversation slowed. Minho rubbed his eyes. For the first time in days, he felt tired. Not exhausted, not overwhelmed, just peaceful. He glanced over and Renee had fallen asleep in the middle of the conversation. A small smile crossed his face.
Renee, 자니?
In that moment, it was okay for the questions to wait until tomorrow. The weight he had been carrying finally felt a little bit lighter. The next morning, the heaviness that had followed them for days seemed to be gone completely. They laughed, they talked, they sat in silence. For a little while, it almost felt normal. Renee stood next to him smiling as he prepared breakfast.
Is that all you're going to eat? You don't eat much.
It's probably a bad habit, but I've always been a light breakfast person. One piece of toast and coffee. So good.
He sat next to her, smiling contently. He had nearly gotten everything he wanted in one weekend, and he felt comfortable, alive, hopeful. And in her own way, so did she. Back together again without missing a step. Easy. Too easy, really.
So, you said you like it here. Would you be happy visiting a place like this?
Of course, it's beautiful. I haven't been around much nature, New York and all. But it's something I could get used to. Why?
No reason.
Well, I was able to get the foundation finalized, I got all the signatures, and I inspected the venue. It actually turned out really nice. I think it's going to be a beautiful opening dinner.
I wanted to ask you something. Where's Dale? How did you come here without him knowing?
I told Dale I was at work. I haven't spoken to him since I came here. Please don't be angry again. I needed to tell you how sorry I was. I'm sorry about the hospital. I was wrong. I should have called you to update you. I know you were worried. But I'm glad you came to check on me. I'm glad you were there for me. Like you always are. And I still want that. I need that.
There's a wall between us. Mine is named Lusun. Yours is named Dale.
No. We don't have to let that destroy us. We've come this far. I know it's complicated. And I know it won't be easy. But let's just stay like this. Here. I'll share my location with you. Then we'll always know where the other is. No more disappearing. No more losing touch again. Then you'll always know where I am. What do you think?
I think, and it sounds like chaos.
It's worth it to me. We're worth it to me. Our friendship is worth it to me.
Actually, there is something I want to tell you.
You do? Am I worth it to you? What? What is it?
Do you hear that? 잠깐만. Oh my God. It's my father.
What?
Hide.
Hide? Seriously?
Yes. 아빠. 민호야. Are you all right? Yes, I'm fine. What happened? Are you all right? Yes. Lusun called. I needed some time alone. Alone? Then whose car is that?
If this story pulled you in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves slow burn romance. And a very special thank you to our Syuri and insiders, Destiny Landry, Pat Tidwell, Sarah Golightly, Barbara Davis, and Patricia Bennett. And a very special thank you to every one of our Syurian supporters. Your encouragement and support make these stories possible. Visit SayuriStories.com to find out what's new. Episode 7 is up next. See you there.